Everybody here wants you, my love, my love. And I know that you want him to, my love, my love.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Aaliyah. I hope you all are well. I'm coming to you looking real island, like an island gal, you feel me? I'm not from the islands, but I am giving those vibes today. But today's video is not at all inspired by the islands. It is in fact inspired by the Starboy cover art by The Weeknd, obviously. I just fell in love with the whole look. I just really love that cover. Like, it looks really good. And so then I got inspired to do an eye look similar to that. I mean, the yellow is not really popping off as much as I wanted it to, but you know, you can kind of catch my drift. You see where I'm going there. And yeah, I'm just really happy with the way that it came out. Also, I wanted to mention that I use Clapback from Fenty Beauty, and I feel like this is a really beautiful color. I mean, of course, it's not your practical everyday color for most people. Some people, this is their everyday color, but for me, personally, you know, I'm about the nudes. So it's not my traditional color, but it's nice to pop on from time to time, like if you want to step out or if you're going somewhere. You know, I think it looks really good. And I threw on this earring here just to show you guys how much you can dress up this lipstick, if that makes sense. So like, even if you're going to an event, if you feel like this color would like pop it off for you, you can totally go out and step out and still look dressy with a look like this that tends to come off a little bit more edgy and more like punk, like rock and roll. But you can definitely wear this lip if you're going out somewhere, you know what I mean? So if you like to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching, girl.
Alright, you guys, so to start off, for my primer, I'm using the one from Urban Decay. It's the Optical Illusion one. This is great if you have like big pores and if you want to smooth everything out. It just creates the perfect base, and it is a little bit brightening as well. As you can see, the color is a little bit brighter than my skin, but that's okay. To prime my eyes, I'm using the Dermakohl foundation, and I'm using this as my eye primer just because the color is really nice, I think. And also the texture of this foundation is really full coverage and really waterproof, so I know that it's going to make my shadows last all day. And I'm just blending it out using a flat concealer brush. To set that primer, I'm going to be using this lightest shade in the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. So I'm taking this palette from e.l.f. It's like the 120 Shades color palette, and I'm taking that yellow shade and I'm just putting it basically in my lid, on my lid in my crease area, and I'm using a fluffy brush to do this. So now I'm taking this color from the Lime Crime Venus palette and I'm using that as my red color, and I'm going to place that in my crease right over where I placed that yellow. So now I'm going back into the e.l.f. palette and I'm just using this yellow to bring it back because I feel like the red took over it a little bit. So now I'm going back into that Venus palette and I'm taking an eyeliner brush and I'm using that red shade to define my crease so that you can see it a little bit more intense and create like a soft cut crease. And now I'm going back into that e.l.f. palette, taking that orange shade and just blending everything together and using it as a transition shade. Now it's time for the blue. Same e.l.f. palette. I'm using this blue color to create the halo eye. This is going to be my defining dark color to match the Starboy cover. But unfortunately, this blue is not as pigmented as I would like, so I had to go over it a couple of times. If you have another blue that you would like to use, that would be perfect because I feel like this one is not pigmented enough, I'll be honest. So now this is the interesting part. I love using like lipsticks or like eyeliners as lip liners or lip liners as eyeliners and stuff like that. So I'm taking the Clapback from Fenty and I'm putting it on the outer and inner corners to define that halo defining color even more. And to do this, I'm just using a lip brush. So now I'm going back into that blue from the e.l.f. palette and I'm putting that on top of the Fenty clapback. I actually found that this works really well with the color that is darker than it. So now I am actually going to define this even more and darken it a bit using the black eyeshadow from the Naked 2 palette. I love this black so much. I have not found a black that is more pigmented than this in a single form, so if you guys know of any, please comment below and let me know, because I do not want to replace the Naked 2 palette just for that black color. It's very expensive if you ask me. Okay, so now I'm taking the shade from Clean Color. I don't really know what the name of it is. I'll have it linked below. But it's like an icy kind of green undertoned bright highlight color, and I'm using that right in the middle. So now I'm getting started on the face. I'm using the Bare Minerals Concealer. I love this concealer because it is color correcting and it also has SPF. I can't even talk. Oh my gosh. For my foundation, I'm actually using the Fenty Beauty one because, hey, why not? No, but actually this foundation is really good. It stays matte, it's full coverage, you don't need that much. The texture is thin. I just love it. I can't stop raving about this foundation. I love it. As you can see, I'm just blending my life away. It's taking forever to blend, but that's just because my brushes are dirty, which is, I know, kind of gross, but... Now I'm setting that using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. I'm not using too much of this because this powder is full coverage and is extremely matte, but as you can see, it's making that foundation super flawless. So as you can see, a big chunk of my highlighting section did get deleted. I don't know how. I guess that's just because, hey, that's life. But I used the Derma Kohl foundation as my concealer because, as you guys saw, it was too light for me, so I used that as my concealer. Now I'm setting that with my Peach Perfect from Too Faced setting powder. And to blend everything together, because as you can see, it's kind of looking choppy, I'm using this Mineralized Skin Finish powder from MAC. So now to contour, I'm going to be using the shade Dark Cocoa from LA Pro, and this concealer is amazing because it's matte and it's full coverage and it's extremely inexpensive. But I'm sure you guys already knew about this. So now I'm just blending that out using my favorite Tarte dual-ended contour brush, and this brush is amazing because it has two sides, one for your face and one side for your nose, and I will link this below if it's still available with the direct link because I think it's amazing for people who are just starting out with makeup as well as experts because it makes it really easy and convenient to blend out that contour. So to smoke out my bottom lash line, I'm using this Maybelline Smoky Pencil. It's really nice, like midnight blue. I'm not sure if it's still available because I got it from so long ago, but if it is, I'll definitely link it below or show you guys it's something simpler. I mean similar. Can't talk today. To set that contour, I'm using the darkest shade in the Tarte 2 contour palette. I love this one because it is perfect for my skin tone and the texture is so beautiful. It just blends out really well. It's not patchy and just looks great. For my nose contour though, I like to use a different one from Too Faced. Obviously it's a chocolate milk bronzer. And for my liner, I decided to go with this really pretty one from Sephora. I love their liquid liners because they stay all day, they dry matte, and they're super inexpensive in my opinion. And I wanted to do blue instead of black because I wanted the blue to tie in the colors and make it pop, and the black would take it over. For my blush, I'm using one from Fiona Styles. The name of this is Maiden Lane. I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, I'll have it linked below. For my lashes, I'm using the ones from Violet Voss, and these are in the style Vantress. And for my mascara primer, as usual, I'm using the one from L'Oreal. For my under eye mascara, I'm using this beautiful blue color from Jordana. I do not know if this mascara is available because I have gotten it a long time ago and I did not use it for a while, so if it is, I'll have it linked below, but I'm pretty sure you can find a blue mascara almost like anywhere that sells inexpensive makeup. So for my highlight, I'm using the Wet n Wild Precious Petals. I love this stuff. As you can see, it just creates a super nice and like ethereal glow. I love it so much. And I'm just popping some of that right underneath my brow on the bone to highlight. So to start with the lips, I'm using that same lip brush that I used on my eyes earlier, and I'm taking Clapback and I'm creating a line around it just to make it sharp because I thought that was really important. And now I'm just taking the lipstick and filling in my lips. So because I felt like my face wasn't highlighted enough, I'm taking the Maybelline Master Chrome and popping that right on. As you can see, it transformed the whole look, and now I'm finished.
So yes, you guys, this is the completed look. I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope it was easy to follow. This eye was not easy to do, I'll be honest. It took me some time, but I'm really happy with the way that it came out, and I'm probably going to be doing this look again sometime later on in the future, like if I have to go somewhere, because I am just in love and I'm so inspired. And I might be doing some more like album art in the future, you know, if I'm finding some stuff that really does inspire me, I will definitely try to get some out. But I'm just like so in love. I just love it so much. Like, can you even? Because I can't. So if you can, please help me, because I can't. Yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, you know you can subscribe to my channel, become a part of my family. I would love it so much. You can also like this video if you want to, and you can comment below. Let me know anything else you want to see from me. And yeah, I'm sending so much love your way as usual. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!